Hello friends, today I'm going to share the solutions to Grade 7 Math Olympiad Chapter 2 Fractions and Decimals. So let's begin. Question 1. Find the values of P and Q if the sum of the numbers in each row and in each column is same. So here I have drawn the magic square and I've also labeled it for your reference. So for example, the value of P will be B2, value of Q will be C3. So first we have to find the sum. So the sum is equal to 7, 3, 10 plus 3 by 5 plus 1, 7 by 10. So first I converted all the mixed fraction into improper. So it would be 73 by 10 plus 3 by 5 plus 17 by 10. And the LCM of 10, 5 and 10 is 10. So 73 by 10 is plus 6 by 10 plus 17 by 10. So once you add 73 plus 6 plus 17, you get 96 by 10. And I've converted 96 by 10 into a mixed fraction, which will equal to 9 6 by 10. So our sum will be 9 6 by 10. Now we have to find the value of P and Q. So let us see how to find the value of P and Q. So here B2 or the value of P is equal to 9 6 by 10 minus 3 by 5 plus 3 7 by 10. So I've converted all the mixed fraction into improper. So 9 6 by 10 is equal to 96 by 10 minus 3 by 5 plus 37 by 10, because 3 7 by 10 is equal to 37 by 10. So next step, what I did was I just made the denominator same. So the LCM of 5 and 10 is 10. Then next step, what I did was I added. So 6 10 by 37 10 is equal to 43 10. So 96 10 minus 43 by 10 is equal to 53 by 10, which is also equal to 5 3 by 10. So this is the value of P. Now let us find the value of Q or C3. So C3 is equal to 9 6 by 10 minus 1 7 by 10 plus 2 4 by 5. So again I converted them into improper. So 96 by 10 minus 17 10 plus 14 by 5. So I made the denominator same. So LCM of 10 and 5 is 10. So 96 by 10 minus 17 10 plus 28 10. So 17 10 plus 28 10 gives a 45 10. So 96 by 10 minus 45 by 10 is equal to 51 by 10. When we change it into mixed fraction, we get 5 1 by 10. So therefore the value of P is 5 3 by 10 and the value of Q is 5 1 by 10. So which is option B. Now let us solve question 2. The value of dash is, we have to find the value of this equation. So this may seem a little confusing, but it's actually very simple. So here what they have done is, these dots means you have to continue basically. So here we have to find the value. So 1 minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 minus 1 by 4 into 1 minus 1 by 5, and we have to continue all the way to 1 minus 1 by 10. So first we have to find the value, we have to solve the bracket. So 1 minus 1 by 2 gives us 1 by 2 and so on. So then what we have to do is 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 into 3 by 4 into 4 by 5 into 5 by 6 into 6 by 7 into 7 by 8 into 8 by 9 into 9 by 10. So we have to do the multiplication. So here I multiplied them into pairs, into groups of 2. So first I multiplied 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. So an easy way to do the multiplication is, you can just do the multiplication like numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator. But what I did was, you can cross out the 2. So since the 2 is same, so 2 and 2 is gone. So your answer will be 1 by 3. Again I multiplied these two fractions. You can cross out 4 and 4 and you get 3 by 5. You cross 6 and 6, you get 5 by 7. You cross 8 and 8, you get 7 by 9. And you leave 9 by 10 because it doesn't have a pair. Again you do the same thing. So 1 by 3 into 3 by 5, you cross it out, you get 1 by 5. 5 by 7 into 7 by 9, cross out the 7s, you get 5 by 9 and you leave 9 by 10. Next I multiplied these two numbers. So 1 by 5 to 5 by 9, you get 1 by 9 because you cross out the 5s. And 1 by 9 into 9 by 10, you cross out the 9 and you get 1 by 10. So your answer will be 1 by 10, option C. Now let us solve the let us solve question 3. The vulgar fraction of 0.231 can be expressed as dash. So here you have to convert 0.231 into a fraction basically. So people find it confusing, but here the options, it's very simple. To convert a decimal into a fraction, you have to count how many places the decimal place has gone to the left. So we can see that it's gone 1, 2, 3. It's gone 3 places to the left. So you have to add that many zeros. So there has to be 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's 3 zeros. So your fraction will be 231 by 1000, which is option C. Now let us move on to question 4. Product of two fractions is 15 by 98. If one fraction is 5 by 14, then find the other fraction. So here I've written this as an equation. So 5 by 14 into x is equal to 15 by 98. So x is equal to 15 by 98 divided by 5 by 14, because once you bring 5 by 14 to the right hand side, it turns into division. So all of us must know how to do the division of fractions. You first convert the second fraction into reciprocal and you do the multiplication. So once you do the multiplication, you get your answer. So x is equal to 3 by 7, which is option A. Now let us move on to question 5. What fraction of the given figure is shaded? So here, as you can see that, let us take this shape, this outside circle, and we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts are there, and we can see that three of them are shaded. So this whole pattern is for the whole shape. Let us take this small square in the middle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts, and 3 of them are shaded. So you can see that it goes for the whole figure, and option B is correct, 3 by 8. Now let us move on to question 6. How many more unit squares in the figure must be shaded so that the fraction of shaded squares is 7 by 9? So it looks very confusing, but it's actually very simple. So the total number of unit squares is 18. If you count, there will be 18 unit squares, and the number of shaded squares is x, because we have to find it. So what we have to do is 7 by 9 is equal to x by 18. So here what I did, we do cross multiplication. So 18 into 7 is 126, and 9 into x is 9x. So your answer, you will get 126 is equal to 9x. So you bring the 9 to the left hand side and turns into division. So 126 divided by 9 is equal to x, which is equal to 14 is equal to x. But this is not the end. In the figure, 6 are already shaded. So we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are already shaded. So we have to find how many more should be shaded. So 14 minus 6 is equal to 8. Therefore, 8 more squares should be shaded. So option D. Now let us move on to the 7th question. Which of the following options is represented by the given figure? So here we have our figure, and we can see that there's 4 of these rhombuses. So there should be 4. So we can see that option D is incorrect. And in each rhombus, two of the pieces are shaded. So 2 by 8, and there's also 8 pieces in total. So 4 into 2 by 8 is equal to 1. So option C is correct. Let us move on to question 8. Find the value of P if we have to find the value of P in this equation. So the equation is 46.92 minus 89.34 minus P is equal to 148 minus 76 minus 382 minus 79. So what I did was I first solved 46.92 minus 89.34, which gives us minus 42.42. Minus P is equal to 148 minus 76 minus 382 minus 79. Next, what I did was I solved this 148.76 minus 382.79, which gives us minus 234.03. Then I brought the minus 42.42 to the right hand side, and when it ends a negative sign, it will turn into positive. So minus 234.03 plus 42.42 gives us minus 191.61. So minus p is equal to minus 191.61. But since these two are minus, they can turn it into positive. So the value of p is equal to 191.61. So which is option D. Now let us move on to question 9. Which of the following will make the given expression true? So here is the expression and we have to fill in the box. So first we have to solve the left hand side or the LHS. So to solve the LHS, I've written the problem here and we have to always solve the bracket. So I found the LCM of 3 and 6, which is 6. So it will be 14 by 6 minus 2 by 6 minus 1 by 2 plus 4 by 5 divided by 6 by 8 plus 3 by 4. So 14 6 minus 2 by 6 you get as 12 by 6 or 2. So then the answer will be 2 minus 1 by 2 plus. So then I solve this bracket here, and this is division. So to do division of fraction, you have to do the reciprocal and then you do the multiplication. So 4 by 5 into 8 by 6 gives you 16 by 15. And then the next step is we have to then find the LCM of all the numbers, which is 60. Then I do the LCM and then these are the fractions. So the fractions are 120 by 60 minus 30 by 60, 64 by 60 and 45 by 60. But what I did was make simpler was to just bring it all together and solve it. So if you solve all this, you get 199 by 60. So that is the left hand side or the LHS. Now we have to solve the right hand side or RHS. So again we have to solve the bracket first. So 6 by 8 plus 3 by 4. The LCM is 8. So you will get 6 by 8 plus 6 by 8, you get 12 by 8. Then I solve this bracket here. So LCM is 12 and you will get 9 by 12 plus 10 by 12, which is equal to minus 19 by 12. And then I also changed the 3 1 by 3 into a improper fraction, which is equal to 10 by 3. So now what I did the division, because we are following the bond mass rule and bond mass division always comes first. So 4 by 5 divided by 12 by 8, you do the reciprocal and you do the multiplication. So 4 by 5 into 8 by 12, you get 8 by 15. So 8 by 15 minus 9 by 12 plus 10 by 3. So the LCM here is 60 once more. And again I just made all the fraction like the LCM and I brought it all together. So 32 by 60 minus 95 by 60 and 200 by 60. I brought it all together and I solved it. So 32 minus 95 gives us minus 63 plus 200, and you solve this, you get 144 by 60. So we can see that the left hand side is greater than the right hand side. So option A is correct. Friends, this is the end of this video and I will continue my questions. I will continue the questions in my next video. Thank you. Bye.